Guys, thanks for joining. Tonight I'm going to be making lasagna roll-ups. So lasagna roll-ups are a staple in my household. Being a single mom and working full-time, you sometimes just need something that's really easy to do that your kids are gonna love, and also trying to be a little sneaky and putting in some veggies in there. So you know how when you get lasagna at a restaurant and it's layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of pasta, that when you're done you feel so stuffed and so full that you just want to lay down and sleep on the couch for days? These lasagna roll-ups I love because they're not as filling. It is one strip of the lasagna pasta, and we're going to go ahead and put tri-colored bell peppers inside with some mushrooms, some shallots, a little bit of spinach, ricotta cheese, and some mozzarella. We're just gonna roll it up and bake it in the oven really nice, and it's just gonna be perfect. It's actually going to be healthier than regular lasagna, and your kids are gonna love it. And you even snuck in those veggies in there, and you're a little sneaky about it. But it also makes a really good date night dinner. You know, it's beautiful. At the very end, you will see it looks like something you can get in an Italian restaurant any day of the week. So I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. Okay, you guys, now what we're gonna do, the very first step of making our lasagna rolls is going to be to boil our water for our lasagna pasta. That's actually gonna be our very first step. Now I just went ahead and put some water in a medium-sized bowl. I cranked it up all the way to power boil, all the way to the very, very highest of a heat. We're going to just drop in about a tablespoon of olive oil in the water and a dash of salt. Now what this does is when we put our pasta in there, we don't want it to stick together. So this is going to help separate the pasta and just make it easier to work with. Now once you have your pasta in your boiling water and it starts to soften a little bit, drop your heat. You are at a very high power roll. We're gonna put it at like a medium heat. If you have a, one of the electric stoves, we're doing it at a 4. It should be about like a medium heat. So our pasta now is just about done. We've been boiling it for about 15 minutes on a medium heat. I went ahead and preheated my oven to 350. That's when everything is done and we're gonna go ahead and just bake it all together. That's where we're gonna put it. Now I am having a large skillet. This large skillet I'm gonna put at a medium heat, and I'm just gonna start warming it up because this is where we're gonna do the filling. All our peppers, our mushrooms, our shallots, they're all gonna go in this pan with a little bit of olive oil, some garlic, and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, once my pasta has been drained, I laid it out just the way I said I was going to on my cutting board. So this is gonna be my workstation. Next up, we are going to chop for the inside of the lasagna rolls. I have 2 cups of mushrooms, and I have 4 different colors of bell peppers. I'm only making for 2 people, so I am only gonna do half of each bell pepper. I'm gonna do the full shallot, and the basil is gonna be for your topping, so we'll reserve that for a little bit later. But now it's time to chop and saute our inside. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my bell peppers. I sliced each one in half, and like I said, I'm only gonna be using half of each bell pepper. So I have half of a green pepper, half of a red pepper, orange, and yellow. What we wanna do is we wanna remove the seeds on the inside, rinse them, so we just have it kind of hollow. And then we have our shallot. The shallot is pretty easy to cut. A shallot is like an onion. It has more of a softer taste. It's not as harsh. You want to cut each end, cut it in half, and then remove the skin, the casing of it. So it just kind of looks like that. My son is not usually a big vegetarian fan, so I like to cut my veggies fairly small. And then I'm gonna reserve a bowl to where I'm gonna put it before I start sauteing it. And just the way that I'm cutting the shallot, I'm gonna do the same thing to the peppers. And then I'm gonna coarsely chop the mushrooms. It's so funny because you think your children won't eat veggies until you smear them in mozzarella cheese and pasta sauce, and then they're all about it. So hopefully this works at home with you guys. Okay, now we're ready to saute all our vegetables. We have 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna get that, the pan is pretty hot already, so we're just gonna get it a little bit heated, maybe about a couple of seconds before we drop in our beautiful, gorgeous vegetables. We have yellow pepper, green pepper, red pepper, orange pepper, mushrooms that I roughly chopped up. I did 2 cups, and then a full shallot. Look how beautiful that looks with all the different gorgeous colors. We're gonna just start sauteing everything. Now we do want to season this up a bit. I want to go ahead and just do a dash of salt, kind of just very, very lightly. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon of garlic. The garlic is what makes it delish. We're going to mix that together. Now this is going to be the insides of our lasagna roll-ups. Now can you imagine if your kids really knew what was inside? I don't know that they'd eat it, but it makes parents happy. Now that your veggies are sauteing and they're softening up a little bit, we are going to add our spinach. So this is 1 full bag of spinach, but I don't want to just toss it all in there at once. I kind of want to work it in there because spinach, everybody knows that you can start off with a huge bushel and then you'll end up with a tiny little bit. And with all the nutrients that spinach has inside of it, you want as much as you can get. Now I'm probably gonna do about half the bag. You can do more if you'd like. If you're feeding more people, just go ahead and just do whatever you'd like. If you're feeding more people, do the whole bag. Like I said, mine is for 2 people and I don't want to overdo it, but I'm just going to do this until it's wilted. Now you don't want it so wilted that it loses that beautiful color because we are going to bake it. And if you overcook spinach, it loses all the nutrients. So I think that's good enough. I'm going to just go ahead and put a little bit more salt and then just let it just reduce down a bit. Next up, we are going to go ahead, put this in a stainless or any bowl and start my favorite part of decorating everything. You know, just putting everything together. It's kind of a little art project and you make everything beautiful. I've removed all my veggies from the pan, and now what I'm going to do is go ahead and drain it. Now a lot of people skip this step. I need to have it drained. Reason being is spinach and mushrooms both release a lot of moisture, and you don't want that much moisture when you put it in your lasagna, because once you bake it, it will lead to soggy lasagna, and nobody likes soggy lasagna at all. Okay, so now that everything is done and laid out beautifully, it is time for my favorite part, is putting it all together. This is kind of like an art project. It kind of makes it look beautiful and it's exciting. So I'm gonna kind of do it in a way that maybe easy. I'm going to start with the ricotta cheese, then I'm going to add the mixture of veggies, then I'm going to add the mozzarella cheese and add just a dot of the sauce. All right, first one, spread the ricotta. It doesn't have to be perfectly spread. You can just try to get it as evenly as you'd like. You don't want to overdo it either because you have other ingredients in this. It's very simple. This is actually very therapeutic for me. It's like painting. Okay, that's our ricotta. Next, we're gonna do our veggies. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to look beautiful. Veggies is next. You know what? I've always been a fan of colorful food. It's something about when the food is just so colorful, it just makes you want to eat it. Now, you could also, another variation of doing this, you can always do ground beef. You can always add ground beef. I just did this because one time my brother was staying over, he's a vegetarian, and I needed to come up with new recipes to feed him instead of feeding him potato all the time. So I started researching new recipes and I found, this, and he loved it. So it's always a great idea to research new things and try new things, and you'll come up with a winner. So we are still assembling. We have our mozzarella. You can use any type of cheese at this point. I just love mozzarella. I like the way that it's very available, it's easy, and it melts very well. Now what I'm gonna do is just put very, very, very little of the sauce inside. You don't want too much, you don't want to take away, you just kind of want to give a little bit of the taste because you are going to douse it when it is in the oven. So my first roll up, this is what we're going to do. See, you just fold it, but do it lightly. Do not try to make it tight, nothing. Do it very, very lightly. It's going to be fat. You see how fat that is on the side? That's ready to go. This guy is ready to go into the pan. And we're just gonna continue doing that over and over. I'm gonna make 6 of them. Here goes another one. Very, very lightly. Now they're beautifully rolled in the pan. Like I said, I was gonna do 6 of them. Now, you can either douse them in spaghetti sauce. I don't like it too saucy. I am a very, modest person when it comes to my sauce. I like it cheesy, not too saucy, so I just put 1 big heaping spoon on each one. But you know what? If you like a ton of sauce, go for it. It is your dish and you can make it as you like. You will see, I will go crazy with my cheese. My son and I are cheesy people. So now I have my shaved Parmesan. I'm just gonna throw this to kind of give it a different flavor. Since I have mozzarella inside, I'm gonna put some Parmesan on the outside, and then I'm going to top it with the mozzarella. Like I said, I had 2 bags of mozzarella in there. I am going to go crazy on this mozzarella. I love the way it looks when it melts. I love how beautiful it is. I'm just a cheesy person, like I said. Like it's snowing. Okay, now that 15 minutes has passed, our lasagna rolls should be nice and done. We want to check them, make sure they're already all melted, and they are. We're gonna pull them out. and we're gonna let them rest. Now, why do I let them rest? I let them rest because it just gives it an opportunity for everything to gel together. Everything just kind of stays in pack. I do the same thing with meat. You have to let the meat rest or else they'll fall apart. Same thing with chicken, anything else. The cheese here with the sauces, with the veggies, if you cut it too quickly, it will be a mush. So just let it rest, do not touch it, and it will be beautiful, I promise. Our lasagna rolls have been resting for about 10 to 15 minutes. Everything looks intact. Now it's time to plate. So one thing about me is I love white plates. It is my own special thing. I feel like the food just pops more when you put your food in a white plate. So I have my white plates. And we're ready to plate. Be very, very, very gentle. You don't want it to break apart. My food is all about presentation. I like for everything to look beautiful. So, I mean, you could definitely serve it like that. My best friend bought me an arrow garden so that I can grow my own herbs, and so I grew my own basil. And I am going to just top it with a little leaf, make it look beautiful. And voila.
Oh my gosh, so yummy!